Hi guys, Tierson here from Tierson Gaming, bringing you the second video of the Borderlands Arcade Machine. To start off with, I just want everyone to know who created the machine itself. So it was built by Cyberjam Gaming. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, and they're on the internet. Big thank you to Sam and Becca there. I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end of my video. I am new to YouTube, but please do subscribe. I'm hoping to make a lot more videos around the machine itself, as well as playing some of the arcade games. If there's any game in particular you would like to see, if I've got it, I'll try and do a video on it. If it's original Xbox, I probably have got it. Anything else, I'll have to check it out first. But drop comments down below and please leave us a like. Right, let's take you over. Okay, so this is the Borderlands Arcade Machine. I've already done an intro video showing you guys all the artwork and so on and so forth. It actually does quite a few different things. So I've currently also got my 360 wired in. So I've got the Kinect up here. My switch dock, which I showed in the video as well, that's up here. And then down the side is my 360, and underneath is also a PS3. They're all into a HDMI splitter, so I can play each of those consoles and run it off this system. One thing you might notice quite quickly is I'm using a TV monitor, not a computer monitor. I know it's very controversial. Most people say the PC monitors are better. They might be. I haven't had it long enough to really know the difference. I'm not very much of a PC gamer either. But we use a TV because I had so many things plugged into it, including an original Xbox running on SCART. And then obviously I've got the 360 and the PS3 running on HDMI. I've got the Switch on HDMI, and I'll probably get other bits and pieces as well. Going back to something else as I mentioned earlier, obviously I've gone for the Borderlands design. You've probably still got Borderlands figures all over the place. Me and my other really do love Borderlands. And one of the things about this console is that you can play quite a few other Borderlands because of the PS3 and the 360, and with the Handsome Collection, which came out on Switch, obviously we can play those as well. So just a very quick demonstration. For some reason this game seems to register me as player 2 whenever I take the controllers out of the, the Joy-Cons out of the machine. But as you can see, it works beautifully. Why wouldn't it? It's a TV screen, but still, it's lovely to play on this. I have got seats that can face it as well. So I'm not actually standing up to play my Switch, as a few people have remarked on. But it means that obviously the big TVs have been used up, so people can watch their shows. We've got volume controls at the top, which does include headphone jack, and it runs on Bluetooth as well, so I can listen to it that way. Sorry about that, right. Children, night time. So yeah, I've got the volume control at the top. And that's the Switch. Not much to say about that. Okay. So a quick run through of what we've actually got on the system itself. So there's actually a new system coming for this, because when I paid for the machine, I also paid for the Sinden light guns. The delivery time on them has been long. They were ordered through the company that created this back in February of 21. Obviously we're nearly now in February of 22 and I still haven't received them. The first ones were dispatched. They arrived at Cyberjam. I'll talk about them in a minute. However, when that Cyberjam opened the boxes, the guns were missing. So someone already stole them. The reason there's a new system is when they receive those guns, they're going to make a new Pi 4 system that will go in here. And that will then allow, obviously, all the light gun games. One of the things I did state when I originally ordered this is that I wanted Amiga on it. The Amiga 32 is what I grew up with. I was never really allowed the main consoles that everyone else seemed to have, like the Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo, all those sort of big ones. Even the first PlayStation. I wasn't allowed a games console until I hit 13 and bought my own Xbox, the original one. What I did have though was to share with my brothers. We had the Amiga 32, which was a hand-me-down from my uncle when he got the PlayStation, I think it was. So I grew up with the Amiga, and I wanted the Amiga games, which unfortunately this system just doesn't have. However, the new one apparently has, well, thousands of Amiga games. So there's lots of themes on this. I've chosen the roulette wheel on the right hand side to cycle through. There's ways of having it all go left to right, which is how it arrived. Yeah, you choose either a system, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. I've got Intellivision, Lynx, MAME, Sega Mega System, Sega Mega Drive, MX Turbo, Neo Geo. It just goes on. Some of these don't have a lot in at the moment, and other ones have loads. For instance, Sega CD's only got 2 games, but the new system will have a lot more. Whereas, say, the Super Nintendo has 1,200 games. Once you find the system you like, you just enter on there, and it'll come up with a list of all the games. My son set it's the favourites only, so let's turn that off. There we go. Now, sometimes this screen will actually turn into a video. It's more on the newer systems. But as you can see, we get a little description at the bottom. For some reason, a lot of them in Spanish, but again, the new system will sort that out. Let's say you find a game, Alien vs Predator. Here we go. Now, if you're actually playing an actual arcade game from an arcade machine, I have coin buttons. Click that, and it inserts a coin. Another really good feature, as you can probably see here, is it's already started with the game playing. I can go 10, 20, 30 games, and then go back to the first game, and it will still remember exactly where I was. There's also save states. And there's when you go on to have a look which save state slot you want to use, there's hundreds. So it really does go on and on. Now what I've got on here, got the light up joysticks and light up buttons. Just turn this off quickly while I explain those few points. So you light up joystick and light up buttons. I was originally going to get actually Borderlands joysticks. 3D printed, but they wouldn't light up, and I did want to light up, so I went with the light up instead. We've got the light up marquee at the top, and there's actually an upgraded speaker system to what they normally give out. So I've got the speakers here, and I've got a subwoofer at the back. Oh yeah, and of course the wine fridge, which is just for the cans. A few bottles of wine, but mostly just cans. So you can also set it to tell you what system you want it to load on. So I have it. So as soon as you turn it on, it will automatically go into my favourites. And in there you can see all the games that I've saved on there. It tells you what system it's running on, so Super Nintendo, MAME, Game Boy, so on and so forth. And to be honest, I haven't found a single game that doesn't run properly on this yet. There are something like 9,000 games, so I'm sure something will show up eventually. I mean, this is PlayStation 1. Again, there's not many PlayStation 1 games on here at the moment. I was considering putting my PlayStation 1 in it and connecting it all up, but the new system should have a lot more PS1 on there anyway. But yeah, I mean, you can see how, I'll just turn up a little bit. You can see how nicely that's running. Excuse the cats. So yeah, even the PS1 games run pretty damn smoothly, which is nice to see. Let's turn this off. So what I will do is in another video, so this one doesn't get too long, I'll actually go through some of the games, pick a few of my favourites to show you how much fun you can actually have on these machines, even with 2 players. And I'll also demonstrate how the other consoles work. So the 360 and the PS3. Bit self-explanatory, but for those that might not know, I can show you how it all works on this system. Again, don't really stand here if I'm playing those sort of games. This is more when I'm on the arcade games. If I'm going to play an FPS or something, I normally have a chair that I can sit on. A high chair, like a bar stool. But yeah, okay, a few special thanks then. So first of all, thank you very much to Sam from Cyberjam. Kind of made all this happen, built the machine. Becca at Cyberjam, who actually created the artwork, I sent her some image files, she put it all together, sent me proofs, gave me time to choose. I even changed my mind. Originally it was the anime One Piece that was going to be on here, and then I changed it to Borderlands, and there was no extra charges or anything. They just went ahead and did it for me, and again there's numerous changes to the Borderlands machine as well before it settled with how it is now. So yeah, really happy with all that, and as you can see I've got a little sneak bunny here, in-game energy, choose sneak. But yeah, okay, on the next video that I do, when I get around to being able to make it, I'll take you guys into some more of the games. Thanks for watching.